All right, hey you guys, what's going on? Franchise here, represent one half of the GOW, the Generation Wrestling Podcast, also under the GOW Media umbrella. If you haven't already, man, be sure to check us out on all social podcasts and podcast platforms at Generation of Wrestling. Really quick, man, just want to talk about some breaking news that has come out over the last day or so, and that is, of course, WWE, as of now, have moved Karrion Kross and Scarlett over to the alumni section as their contracts have come up and have not been renewed, at least not to the public anyway. So the speculation is that Karrion Kross and Scarlett, they are, as of now anyway, no longer a part of WWE. Karrion Kross and Scarlett, they were released in a mass round of cuts a few years ago underneath Vince McMahon when Vince was still running the company. Vince has actually been out as head of creative full time for about 3 years now. So that goes to show that was quite a while ago. When Triple H first came back into power, came into power as head of creative, Triple H brought a lot of people back, right? He brought back Karrion Kross, he brought back Scarlett, he brought back Hero, minus Swerve Strickland, and quite a few others that were let go initially under Vince McMahon, hell, even Braun Strowman, right? I will say this, I'm not going to pretend like I was always the biggest fan of Karrion Kross. I think across the board, when Karrion Kross, when he got called up as the NXT champion and he lost to Jeff Hardy on Raw in that goddamn gladiator gimp suit, which is very well known, right? All the fans have been talking about it. Online, the internet, he's even addressed it. He kind of lost a lot of goodwill with fans who were behind him. And not necessarily just because it was him, but it was the way he was booked. You know, you took him from this very dominant and formidable and mysterious opponent in NXT, this champion in NXT, and then you call him up on Raw in the middle of his title reign. You got him looking goofy as all hell. You fucked up his gimmick. But let's be 100, man. At this time, Vince McMahon was fucking up everybody's gimmicks coming up from NXT. Hell, they don't know what to do with Shinsuke Nakamura. Fucking Keith Lee, they called him fucking Bearcat Keith Lee, threw a singlet on his ass. Since when did we do that? So it wasn't just Kross, but you know, Kross, when he got released, he went to the Indies. He finally started to catch a little bit of traction, and people started to be like, okay, you know what? All right, now we kind of getting somewhere. Now we cooking with grease. Now we're kind of getting back to that Karrion Kross that we were introduced to in NXT and fell in love with. And right in the middle of that, Triple H brings him right back to WWE. And it wasn't enough time for people to forget about his last stint in WWE. Not enough time has passed, and so when he came back, there was still like that stain on his reputation for this, you know, this gimp suit wearing character. And Scarlett has been grossly underutilized. One as a wrestler, but as a manager, because I mean, hell, you can't say Karrion Kross doesn't have the look, he's got it. You can't say he doesn't have the character because he's got it. You can't say he's not over because for the last 6 to 7, 8 months, the fans have been begging to get Kross time, and he's done everything. He hasn't bitched, he hasn't complained, he's been a great company man. And WWE, hey, you know what? It is what it is. It's the name of the game. It's the nature of the beast. Apparently, they didn't see enough in him to want to keep him. And the fact that he got over organically on his own, got people chanting his name. He just lost to Sami Zayn, which was fucking crazy because we all thought, like, all right, this is his time to shine. And then he fucking lost. It's like, what was even the point?